What's up, family? It's your brother Andrew, the Celestial Bantu, come back at y'all another video, giving all the glory, honor, and praise to the Heavenly Father, the God of Israel, Yahuwah, through His Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, right? The King of Israel, our Savior. So, we touched on temperance, with food in the past lesson. The lesson title again is Dry Fasting and NoFap /SR are tools to help work on temperance and chastity. I can pronounce that word. Chastity. But yeah, now I might touch on the side about NoFap and SR. How those that's a good tool to help you with chastity and temperance, especially when it comes to mastering your sexual desires and passions, to overindulge in that, and also masturbation as well. So I'm gonna grab chastity. The definition of it, it says the state or practice for refraining from extramarital or especially from all sexual intercourse, right? Exercising chastity is not implying sex is a bad thing or you just can't do it at all forever. But it was designed by, initially designed by the Most High for baby making. You be doing it for pleasure. Doing that is kind of extra. Ain't nothing wrong with it though. But most individuals, men and women included, men and women alike, overindulge in their lust, which leads me to NoFap, which is a tool to get over being a slave to fleshly desires. NoFap means no porn or masturbation. NoFap hard mode is no PMO, basically means porn, masturbation, or orgasm, also known as semen retention. Completely abstaining, from ejaculation altogether. Some may call it celibacy or, whatever, but it's a practice of self-restraint and denial and discipline. This needs to be addressed, especially for men, because Esau's sex agenda, the so-called white man's sex agenda in America is crazy, man. It's everywhere. Social media, movies, TV series, everywhere. Kids, cartoons and shit. The adult entertainment industry, aka porn industry, is controlled by the fake Jews, man. The Jewish people. It's worth $6 to $15 billion, man. That's crazy. These niggas, they be exploiting men through their own lust, to make money, and keep them drained of their vital essence that the Most High gave us to procreate with. Masturbation is a demonic spirit, man. And one thing that helped me, with men that may watch this video that's struggling with masturbation and porn, just look at yourself, imagine and picture yourself outside of your body while you in that very act that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's how the angels is viewing you. That's how your older brothers is viewing you. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Most High is seeing you with your rod in your hand, stroking it to a damn screen. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of, sick. And then plus, your body, your mind, your system, your dopamine system, your nervous system builds up a tolerance for porn, to the point where you have to get more extreme types of content in order to satisfy your insatiable lust, your insatiable appetite, for that gratification, man. And it destroys your mind, man. It alters the way that you think about women. It alters the way that you think that you operate in life and move, man. It destroys your confidence. It destroys your memory. It destroys your cognitive function, your ability to think clearly instead of having brain fog. It gives you shame, you know what I'm saying? Especially us as men, a lot of guys can, vouch for me when I say this, something called post-nut clarity. You know what I'm saying? So just say you fapping and shit like that, you you choking your chicken and shit, so to speak, for lack of better terms. When you in this act, and once you get your nut off and shit, you kind of look at yourself, you like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, you feel me? Like, you just drained yourself, you just busted nuts all over your goddamn self, and now you looking foolish, man. And your immediate reaction is to get off of that shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like disgusting. You feel filthy. It's a shame and guilt that comes with it. You know what I mean? Especially if you're watching a whole bunch of extreme shit. It's like you come to your senses after you bust. You see what I'm saying? You got to think about how you feel before you put yourself in that predicament in the first place. Don't be a slave to your appetite and to your lust, man. This is it ain't worth it, man. Cause you feel drained, you feel tired, you want to go to sleep, you unmotivated after you get done doing your thing. It's nothing good comes out of it, and men be knowing that shit deep down inside, but they just can't. They have an addiction, They have an addiction to the hub, or to these sites, right? You can't be, wasting that shit, bro. It's your vital essence, Men were given the seed of life, and it's supposed to be used to impregnate women and to multiply ourselves and or make your life better. Because there's plenty of benefits, that comes with semen retention that people can testify of. Better skin, glowing skin, bright eyes, bright, white teeth, your hair grow back. Because excessive masturbation, excessive ejaculation of a man's semen, it strips from your hair. It gives you, it makes you bald prematurely. You know what I mean? And it was, it's supposed to be either kept inside of us to rejuvenate our bodies and that the Lord gave us, mentally, physically, and spiritually, we can use it. Or, like for energy and stuff like this, a lot of benefits, man. I be all day trying to go through them, man. I have experienced it myself. But, man, it was designed for a specific purpose, man. I kind of lost my train of thought, the point I was trying to make, but it's a lot of side effects, negative side effects that comes with draining it, and it's beneficial on multiple levels if you keep it inside you. But check this out, man. It says during a maturation process called spermatogenesis, a man's testicles make several million sperm per day, about 1,500 per second. By the end of a full sperm production cycle, which takes 64 to 74 days, you can regenerate up to 8 billion sperm. We have the potential to carry billions of living, moving sperm cells, right? That has your genetic code to continue your family lineage. That's why they call a man's testicles the family jewels. One seed can create a whole nother, extremely complex organism, that the Most High designed from the sacred geometry encoded, by the Creator. And it's called the body, man. You create a whole nother you. You can multiply yourself, A man carries his lineage, his offspring, progeny of his family's bloodline. You see what I'm saying? And he can continue it. And for those, man, who choke their chicken every day, multiple times a day, let me show you what nutrients that you're constantly releasing from yourself. So it says in a man's semen, there's vitamin C, B12, ascorbic acid, calcium, citric acid, fructose, lactic acid, magnesium, zinc, potassium, sodium, omega fatty acids, hundreds of different proteins, hormones, lipids, prostate fluid, spinal fluid, cerebral fluid, and it takes the best of your blood and form, and to create, take the best of nutrients from your blood to create cells, sperm cells, semen, and stuff like that, right? It says 40 drops of bone marrow it takes blood to make bone marrow, and 40 drops of bone marrow equals 1 drop of semen. And scriptures tell you how the life is in the blood. So essentially, life comes from a man, comes from the seed, right? And you just draining that shit from you. That's why a lot of men, they be goddamn looking dead in the face. You know what I mean? They be looking drained. They be looking like zombies. You know what I mean? Like dull, and pale in the face. You know what I mean? So, it's draining your energy. That health and vitality that's contained within this seed if you hold it, right? And men wonder why women tend to live longer than them. That's why, they get so tired and sleepy, having no vigor or drive to do shit after they bust a nut. This life-giving fluid is not to be wasted and discarded through masturbation or on a woman's back or some shit, But the benefits of semen retention, it's a list of 15, increased testosterone, more confidence, more energy, more self-control, increased cognition, meaning mental clarity, faster growing hair, deeper voice, improved libido, and it says better sleep, stronger immunity, more attention from women. A lot of guys, they practice this because of that. That'd be the main, reason why a lot of guys get on this journey, get on this practice, is to get attention from these harlots out here. But it should be not only used for this. Of course, women is our glory. We take great pride and pleasure in females. Can't speak for everybody, because niggas sick out here. But yeah, but use it for other purposes. How it can use for other purposes to make your life better in other areas too. You see what I'm saying? It says better sleep, stronger immunity, more attention from women, better workouts, muscle growth. And plus, liberating your soul from being a slave to this carnal desire helps you become a more virile man. Let me look that word up, virile, so y'all can see what it means. It's basically a masculine characteristic. Yeah, virile. It says having strength, energy, and a strong sex drive. So holding in your seed, it gives you that strength and energy, and determination. It gives, some synonym says manly, masculine. So if you hold it in, that's what it makes you, man. Because if any one of you men seen the movie 300 before, those Spartans, they was Israelites, and they was famous. You can look this up. Lord and I put it in the description, the source in the description. These guys practice sexual abstinence, and they retain their seed to give them that manly edge in battle, combat. Right? And it gave them their strength and manliness about them. So it says valiant, courageous, brave, fearless, lion-hearted, bold, strong, tough, vigorous, powerfully built, well-made, muscular, fertile, sexually potent. Yeah, when you hold it in, you as a man become more sexually potent or fertile. Not that us Israelite men need that shit anyway, because it's hard for Jake to shoot a blank. We're a fruitful nation. The most powerful. We the most. I won't say powerful, but we the most populated nation on earth. It says macho, studly. So you get the point, man. You get it. Strength and energy. That's what men got from they holding seed in, and this is what we knew back in the ancient Israel, in the ancient world, especially the mighty men, the warriors, because we knew that frequent ejaculation makes you weak. especially your legs. It makes your legs weak, and it decreases your testosterone, the hormone that makes you a man. It decreases your masculine edge, right? But the Lord, following the Heavenly Father, following our God, really makes you a man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord makes you masculine. His ways. But the thing about it is, man, we have lost touch with that. And this, SR, NoFap, is a big tool that you can use to fight against that weakness that's been put on us by America, man. Discipline. Discipline. And fasting is that discipline that can help with it too. Fasting and semen retention, it goes hand in hand for a lot of health benefits, man. It'll change your lifestyle. And plus, it's benefits spiritually and mentally, bro. You gotta overcome that lust. But this is the definition for the word temperance. It says mastering your carnal desires and passions. It says, and you do that through mortification. To mortify means to subdue the body or its needs and desires by self-denial and discipline. See? Temperance is mastering your carnal desires and passions. And you can do that. You can practice temperance through mortification, which means to subdue the body or its needs and desires by self-denial or discipline. Deny yourself sexual pleasure, especially doing it on your own. Discipline yourself with semen retention. Deny yourself with fasting. Discipline yourself with fasting. You know what I'm saying? There's so many benefits, bro. And that's how you cause it was a Stoic quote that speaks about discipline. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna end it off with this. Discipline quote. Stoic. Let me see. Go to images. Let me try to find this. Try to see if I can do self-mastery. Self-mastery quotes. This is from Leonardo da Vinci. It says, one can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself. It's self-control, man. It says self-mastery is a challenge for every individual. It is the ultimate test of our character. It requires climbing out of the deep valleys of our lives and scaling our own Mount Everest. In the simplest terms, self-mastery is doing those things we should do and not doing the things that we should not do. Yeah, so you shouldn't be overindulgent in food and sex, right? And that self-mastery, which can come in the form of semen retention and fasting, is doing those things we should do instead of doing those things we shouldn't do. You should practice abstinence from certain things. It's a good thing. It requires strength, willpower, and honesty. Strength, willpower, and honesty. Those that can practice and master it, especially go long periods of time, from abstaining from the main driving force of man, food and sex, you're a bad man. You know what I mean? You got a lot of discipline than a lot of other brothers, other men that's out here. Let me try to get another one. Horace says, rule your mind or it will rule you. Rule those hunger pains. Rule those sexual enticements or demons trying to seduce you. You know what I'm saying? Into masturbating and touching yourself. Right? It says, Albert Einstein said, the true value of the human being is determined by the measure and sense in which he has attained liberation from the self. Leonardo da Vinci said, he who cannot establish dominion over himself will not have dominion over others. So you got to control yourself. You got to be king over your spirit in order to be king over cities and other Israelites, right? It says, this Stephen R. Covey said, the ability to subordinate, to dominate an impulse to a value is the essence of the proactive person. I think that's pretty much about it. Personal mastery is a discipline of continually clarifying and deepening our personal vision, of focusing on our energies, developing patience, and of seeing reality objectively. Yeah, that self-mastery thing is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man, and it helps you out tremendously, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So practice SR, man. If you have trouble, you ain't gonna be perfect on this. You know what I'm saying? Especially with fasting, but you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Especially when you got no woman, you single. That's one of the main things that you could be practicing, along with reading, praying, doing all those spiritual things when it comes to serving the Lord. But it is just a tool to help get over, certain demons that may be having dominion over your flesh, right?